guys, and welcome to today's video. So in today's video I'm going to be trying on a bunch of new random onesie twosie makeup products here and there. I've had a few products sent to me recently, and I also picked up some new products that I just wanted to test out, so I thought why not just give them all a try at the same time and film it so you guys can come along for the ride. So if you guys like these types of try on haul videos, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. That's how I know whether or not you guys like a certain style of video. And don't forget to subscribe while you're here, and let's go ahead and get into the first product. So the first product I wanted to test out is something I have had my eye on for a very long time, and I'm planning on doing a best of No7 video. So I'm testing as many products as I can from them, and I can go ahead and tell you this first one most likely will be in that video. I am blown away by it, and it is the No7 Perfect Light Loose Powder. This is in the shade Translucent. So I applied this to set my foundation as well as my concealer, and it felt like such a lightweight powder. It did the job, it set my makeup, but at the same time it didn't look like I had powder on my skin. It just melted right into my skin, took away the shine, but left my skin looking like skin. So if that's the type of powder you're into, if you like the non-powdery type of makeup looks, not the super flat powders, you're really gonna enjoy this. I think this would be excellent for dry skin. It is ultra finely milled, like I said, super lightweight, and you can't feel it on the skin. So just from the application, I was really excited about it, but then I read a little bit more into it, and it's actually hypoallergenic. It has vitamin E, provitamin B5, and hyaluronic acid in it. So not only is it an excellent product, but it's also doing good things for the skin. So many thumbs up for this one. This won't be the last time you hear about it. The only negative, and this isn't really even a negative, is that you really have to work to get the product out. Some loose powders you can just do a little double tap and you get as much product as you're gonna need. This one you really have to shake it out. So like I said, that's not really a negative, because especially for travel, it's nice that the powder's not gonna be flying all over the place when you open it. But I did find myself having to shake it for quite a long time to get the amount of product that I needed. But overall, love this. Alright, the next product I tried is a new highlighter from Almay. I got mine in the shade 200. This is called the Almay Instant Glow Highlighting Duo. On one side you've got this kind of stick highlighter, and then on the other side, this reminds me of the Milani one, it has a liquid highlighter on this side. And this stick side shocked me. Like, the highlight I got from this stick is absolutely incredible. I think it is a beautiful highlight, super creamy, and kind of goes with this whole dewy skin look that we've got going here with this No7 powder that has a very skin-like finish. I also used the No7 Stay Perfect foundation, which also has a skin-like finish. So I felt like with this very natural looking makeup, having a cream highlight would just kind of add to the luminosity, and I was not wrong. I am so blown away by this Almay highlighter. This stick side is beautiful. That said, this other side, this liquid side, maybe I just used it wrong, but I read the box and it says to dot highlighting liquid above the brow bone, on Cupid's bow, and inner corners of the eye. And I just felt like this kind of blended out into nothing. I think I'm comparing it to the Milani double-sided highlighting and contour stick, and that liquid highlight is so beautiful. And with this one, I just, again, felt like it blended out into nothing. So I'm gonna keep playing around with this, maybe mixing it in with a concealer and seeing if it adds some more luminosity. But just on its own, I'm not impressed by the liquid side, but I am loving the highlight side. And then I also tried 3 different products from Catrice. They were all eye products. So I have this palette. This is the Nude Blossom palette. This is a new eyeshadow palette from them. I also tried the Liquid Metal Long Lasting Cream eyeshadow, as well as the Liquid Metal eyeshadow. So I used a mixture of the 3 of these on my eyes. So let's talk about the palette first. So as far as the eyeshadow palette goes, I have to say I was not overly impressed by this. The formula felt really powdery to me, and the color selection kind of left me wanting more. I felt like these shades over here, these 4 shades, were pretty much all the same color. They all looked very similar in tone. They're very light, kind of shimmery shades. So I don't feel like there's much going on in this area in terms of shade selection. And then you've got these kind of 3 pops of color, this salmon color, purpley tone, and then a gray. And then you have 2 like deep gray black shades down here. There's a lot of really light shades, a few really dark shades, and then other than that you've got a couple pops of color. So I don't feel like there are a whole lot of looks you could come up with. I like the fact that there's a light and sculpt. It actually says light and sculpt in here, so you can highlight with this shade, sculpt the eye with this shade, but because they included those, I don't feel like this light shade and this dark shade were necessary. They look like the same color to me. So overall, I didn't feel like this was a very cohesive palette, not a whole lot of looks you could come up with, and the formula felt powdery to me. This, on the other hand, this is the Liquid Metal Cream Eyeshadow by Catrice, and this is in the shade Smart Mauve, and I am super impressed by this. The formula felt really creamy, it was very easy to apply, super pigmented, and it dried fast enough to where it wasn't creasing as I was blinking my eyes, but slow enough to where I could blend out the edges before it was completely dry, so it was like the perfect dry time. This brought a lot of life into my eyeshadow look. I wasn't super blown away by this, so I wasn't sure how the eyeshadow was going to turn out, but as soon as I applied this, things started turning around and I was really happy with it. I definitely want to try as many other shades as possible. And then I also applied this right on top. This is the Catrice Liquid Metal Eyeshadow. This is the shade 80. It's called Mauves Like Jagger. And this formula, whatever they did with this eyeshadow is what they should be doing with all of their eyeshadows. This formula was beautiful. It's creamy, it's pigmented, and did not feel at all powdery to me. I think this color is very wearable. It's like a gray toned lavender. And another perfect shade, like you guys know I love the shade Khaki Camo by Maybelline. The shades that are deep enough to create a really beautiful smoky eye, but they're not black, so they're a little bit less intimidating. This is another one of those perfect shades. So I definitely like the formula on this better than the eyeshadows, but of the 3 different eye products from Catrice, this Liquid Metal Cream Eyeshadow was by far the standout product. Alright, next up is a mascara. This is the No. 7 Lash Impact Intense Volume Control Mascara, and this packaging just makes me excited for Christmas. I know we're in the middle of August, but this makes me excited for Christmas. It's like this glittery red packaging that I feel like would be perfect in a holiday collection, but I digress. I would say anyone that loves mascaras similar to the CoverGirl Clump Crusher or any other mascaras that really do a good job of separating every individual lash, you will love this mascara. I'm wearing false lashes now because I did film another video and my natural lashes are pretty weak sauce, so I like to add a little bit of help, but you guys will see a close-up of me applying this. The formula reminds me a lot of the Lash Paradise in terms of the consistency. It's not a very wet feeling formula. It's got a little bit more of a thickness to it, so it really sticks to every lash and does a good job of helping them curl. But the wand is a lot different than the Lash Paradise, so you're not going to get that volume, but you're also not at risk for your mascara clumping, because this, like I said, will separate every individual lash. So this is not for someone that likes that spider lash effect. I personally kind of like that look. The lots of volume, va-va-voom, maybe a little bit of clumpiness, but a lot of attention on the lashes. This is for someone that likes, like I said, that natural looking lash. This is very buildable, so the first layer, you're really just gonna blacken your lashes, but you can go in with 3 or 4 layers of this without clumps. And again, this is hypoallergenic. Most of the No. 7 products are, which I really appreciate. And then this last product is a liquid lipstick by Model's Own. This is in the shade Raspberry Mojito, No. 4. It's what I'm wearing right now. This packaging is beautiful. It's like a matte, foggy glass packaging. Kind of reminds me of some of the Kylie Cosmetics packaging. I think it looks extremely high-end. The other thing that really stands out about this product is the smell. If you are sensitive to smells in your makeup, steer clear of this, but if you enjoy kind of a minty, fresh scent, you will enjoy it. It's not like a fruity scent, it's nothing overbearing, but it does smell very minty. This product really surprised me. As soon as you go in with the first layer, it goes on like you have on 7 layers of lipstick. The pigmentation is 100% there, and it applies like a dry matte liquid lipstick. Most liquid lipsticks go on very liquidy, and then they dry matte. This one goes on matte, so that first swipe is a matte lipstick. You don't have to wait for it to dry, which is both good and bad because you don't have to wait for it to dry, but also you can't really play around with it too much. You really need to get it right on the first layer because it's already going to be dry, so you're not going to have time to adjust it or layer it. But if you can get it right the first time, I think it's a fantastic liquid lipstick. It feels really comfortable, and as I always do, I will let you guys know in the description box how this wore throughout the day. I am going to leave it on so that I can give you an update on how it fades, if it fades nicely, or if my lips start looking really patchy. But those are all the new makeup products that I wanted to try out. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in my next video.